केंद्रीय गृह मंत्री अमित शाह ने संसद के मानसून सत्र के अंतिम दिन लोकसभा में ब्रिटिश विरासत में मिले कानूनों को बदलने के लिए 3 विधेयक पेश किए। इन विधेयकों को लेकर शाह ने सदन दावा किया कि नए प्रस्तावित कानून में राजद्रोह को खत्म कर दिया गया है, जबकि महिलाओं और बच्चों की सुरक्षा का खास ध्यान रखा गया है। लेकिन उनके इस बिल को लेकर कानून के जानकार अलग अलग राय रख रहे हैं। देश के चर्चित विधेयक और राज्यसभा सांसद कपिल सिब्बल ने तीनों कानूनों में से एक यानी भारतीय न्याय संहिता विधेयक 2023 यानी कि BNS 2023 प्रस्तावित ड्राफ्ट को लेकर बीजेपी और केंद्र सरकार पर तंज कसा है।
Well, first of all, I haven't really studied these bills in great detail, but there are 2 salient features of the bill that concern me are the following. One, giving more powers to the police for custody for 60 or 90 days, as the case may be. Presently, under the Code of Criminal Procedure, maximum custody is 15 days, and that is also from the date of arrest. Right? Now, that's been increased to 60 or 90 days. Now, what's the problem in this country? The real problem in this country is the misuse of the police forces for political ends. Wherever the BJP is in power, you know that political opponents will be attacked, and the police force, by and large, is working under the directions of the political persons in power, of the people in power, of the government in power. In other words, they are serving a political end. That's the real problem. Why? Because the police is no longer an independent force. You see that in the happenings of the local state police. You see that happening with the ED, with the Enforcement Directorate, and occasionally you see that happening with the CBI as well. So if the whole police system is directed towards fulfilling a political agenda and functions under the directions of the government in power, of people in power, and in that context you give the policeman custody for, or the enforcement agencies custody for 60 days and 90 days, then it is a recipe for disaster. It means there'll be more misuse of that political force. So I think this is completely unacceptable in a democracy. That's the first issue. The second issue is the way they have changed the sedition law. They say that, look, we have abrogated the sedition law, deleted that section 123 of the Penal Code, but now they have put into place provisions relating to national security without really defining in what circumstances a person can be prosecuted for national security. And most of these provisions are extremely vague. And as you know, that students, academics, teachers, people, journalists, political opponents have all been prosecuted for national security, right? And now with the further vague and expanding the power of, actually it's much worse than sedition. Expanding the power of national security means that more political opponents will be, and you people will be prosecuted or proceeded against. It is to silence the people. So on the one hand, they are giving police more powers. On the other hand, they are wanting to silence people. This is just completely unacceptable. And the first thing I want to ask is, which expert committee dealt with this? This is all introduced in Parliament, in the Rajya Sabha, through secrecy. Nobody knew which is that expert committee. What were the recommendations of that expert committee? Nobody knows. And suddenly this bill has been brought. And in fact, it's a very sort of cut and paste sort of thing. Most of the things are what the old code had. And it's cut and paste, it's ill thought, sentences are not complete, the heading is inappropriate, and of course, these draconian powers.